Can you tell me something that you learned at Countryside that continues to impact you now?
Definitely. I remember going to public school and feeling kind of surprised that other kids didn't have the same work ethic or care for their work as everyone at Countryside did. It was kind of a little bit of a shock that people wouldn't do their homework or didn't seem to care about their grades, and that just felt crazy to me because it wasn't something that had to be forced on us here. It was more something that became ingrained, and I was
That you
excited
just
to do
wanted to
well.
do.
Yeah, I was excited to do my work. I was excited to learn new things, and I do feel like that's stuck with me for my whole life up to this point.
Wendy stuck with it, Guy stuck with it to make sure that I can have a strong speaking voice so that when I go before a judge, I can actually articulate my points.
I've learned how to take charge and how to follow what I really want to do.
You look around, you're cooking for yourself, you're advocating for yourself, you're helping your community. These are all what adulthood is. You're part of communities and you have a role to play. And I think Countryside teaches you that you have a place in a community and a community is important to bring you up, but then you also have a responsibility to that community.
We all are a bit more, I would say, like, not mature, but like we have more of an understanding of the world instead of just like a small bubble, because I feel like even though this is a smaller school and your class can be smaller, because of the fact that you're so close to the people around you, you get more of an understanding of them and it helps you understand others as well. So you're more like empathetic and you know how to react to certain like situations.
Like how to clean up after yourself, and if you made the mess, then you were gonna have to clean it up. Nobody else is gonna clean up your messes for you.
Oh, that's a good one. I love that.
That's a life lesson, right?
Yeah.
The desire to learn. It's not learning because you have to, it's learning because you want to and you're interested in the subject. Like, that's something that I think has made a difference in my high school as well. It makes it so much easier to do well in your classes if you care about what you're learning about. Not just like, oh, I have to do this assignment. It's like, I get to do this assignment.
There have been so many times that I either have to speak up and make sure that I get people together in a group and become a leader, which I struggled with, like you said, like I wasn't always a leader, but I definitely found my voice. That's definitely helped me in college.
I'll be faced with something where I could take responsibility for someone, or I can realize that it's okay to say no in this moment, and that isn't a bad thing.
No.
And even to this day, when the going gets tough and I'm on my 36th hour doing procedures on patients, I always remember that time, no matter what, stick with it. You may not be the best at everything, even if you want to be, but work as hard as you can to get to that place. And I can just tell you that I was so proud that you told me those words. They've carried me for now a few decades, couple of decades. And there's only a few points in a person's life where they hear something that is so impactful and so motivating and so true. And I don't think I've ever actually thanked you for those words.
You have. And I lied. Because I knew that you would be the smartest, and I knew that you would be the fastest, and I knew, but it was all part of the ruse.
Oh, the fastest for sure.
I wanted you to know that maybe someday there's gonna be a time where you're not, but that doesn't mean you have to redefine yourself,
Exactly.
because you are great no matter what.